I was watching a recent video by Paul, I think his name is, at Shaky Hand Shed, titled "What's Stopping You from Building a Model Railway?" And he's absolutely true. It's a great video. There's no excuse, I mean, other than maybe a physical handicap or something. I lived in small apartments with a lot of money, and I built small layouts. I even built scenic dioramas. And he mentioned in the video that eBay is your friend. This point cannot be stressed enough. Yes, I know there are all kinds of rip-off items on eBay, but there's also bargains too. And this is one of them I got. This is SNCF Express Electric locomotive for some coaches I have. I've been after for a while. This is the UF model. I paid almost nothing for this. It was so cheap. Now it's scratched up. It's missing its pantographs. Some of the buffers are gone, and you can see there's a fair bit of rust. But these are very easy to restore. So are Limas, so are many other models. Now, when you would look at the magazines, they would say things like, or even like professional videos online, they would look at this and they would say, if they were going to fix it, they would either buy a new body for it to replace all the scratches and things like that, or they would rebuild it to the point where they would even, and I used to see this on the magazines and it used to drive me mad, and I got caught up in that spell myself, where they would, you know, mask out everything and re-decal everything. And it was just so much work to do that. And then about 10 years ago, I started to blaspheme and ignore the magazines and ignore the top modelers. And I would get models like this, I would repair them, and I would buy second pantographs or take them off another model I had. I would fabricate buffers if I didn't have them from Plastico. But more importantly, all these scratches and everything on the body, you don't have to completely repaint them. You can mask out areas and use paints to just touch up the areas. Now, you will never get exact, precise matches, ever. But you will get something that when you finish this off and spray it in spray varnish, that you can hardly tell. Not from the classic 1 meter or 3 foot rule that we apply to our layouts. So this is UF model I'm going to attempt to restore, and I will get back to the next video with how I did it. Now, this will require lots of touch-ups to scratched paint, but one of the beauties of this is that the SNCF logo and the lettering are embossed, they're raised, so I don't have to get decals. I can just run a black Sharpie marker over them to bring it out when it's finished. What I'll do first with this is I will give it a good wash. Take the body off and give it a good wash. That gives you a true indication of how bad the paint is, how scruffy it is, and what work you need to do in touch-ups. Then I will use my Vallejo paints and Army paints to fill in the scratches here and there, as best and close to the colour as I can get. I also have 2 pantographs which I bought cheap from China. Another reason why eBay is your friend, because you can buy things like this quite inexpensively now. The motor, I don't know if it works. We can give it a test now. Probably doesn't. And I'm just looking at the amount. There's a huge amount. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a huge amount of rust on there. So it's probably inside the motor bearings as well. So I doubt this will work, but you never know. Nah, it's dead. Oh wait. There's some life there. The motors on these UF models can be repaired. So, and that will bring the motor back to life. You don't have to bring it back to factory condition. You just have to bring it back to the condition that you're happy with. And damn the perfectionists. And that's what we're going to do, and you'll see me in the next video. Hopefully, fingers crossed, or fingers crossed.